BFFs. Kasama natin ngayon ang isang younger member of our community, the Filipino community. I said younger because obviously he's younger than us, Gina. So let's introduce the owner, one of the partners, owners of the Chibog restaurant in Footscray, one of the thriving Filipino food venue at the moment, which is really becoming the talk of the town because of their very, I would say, cool venue and the presentation of their food. So let's welcome none other than Janine Barican Lee. Welcome, Janine.
Hello po. Thank you po. Thank you for having me.
That's good. So thank you very much, by the way, for sharing your valuable time. Alam mo yan, pagre-restaurant, alam natin na it's a very arduous and very time-consuming business.
That's true po, but very rewarding in return naman.
Rewarding, yeah, that's right. And especially if it's your passion to run a venue like that, then the sacrifices is nothing compared to the reward that you get, the satisfaction, the happiness that you get, preparing meals, having a chat with your friends who walk in or dine in at your restaurant. Okay, so briefly, before we go to the to your venue, to your food venue, how old were you, or when did you arrive in Australia, Janine? Tell us a little bit more about your family background.
I moved here when I was 17, so exactly 14 years ago na po. And I moved with my whole family po. We were petitioned by my auntie and uncle to move here as a family obviously for our future.
Oh, that's good. Very kind. Very kind of your auntie. So
yes.
Where were you born and grew up in the Philippines?
Born and raised po in Malabon City, Malabon Metro Manila po.
Mabuti na lang at nakaalis na rin kayo doon dahil it doesn't look good for a lot of Malabon and Nabotas people. But of course, we don't want to go in that further. Alam naman natin na nangyayari doon. So wala kayong province ng family nyo, the Baricans?
Actually po, my dad's side is from Bulacan. So every time we go home, we still visit my grandparents po. They're both still alive in Bulacan. Santa Maria, Bulacan po.
Santa Maria, Bulacan. And would he know of Attorney Jerry Barican?
I'm not too sure po, pero
siguro yun.
Baka po, kasi yung grandparents ko po, very, I wouldn't say popular, pero connected naman po sila as Baricans.
If you Google that later on, not now, we won't talk about him. He's one of the well-known anti-Marcos activists in the 70s, ng mga panahon ng martial law.
Sige po. I'll ask my grandpa.
Although he's older a little bit than me, pero nasa high school na rin tayo noon. So, but anyway, he's a very popular part of the 70s anti-government movement. Okay. That just tell you how old I am, huh?
I won't do the maths po.
Baka maniwala naman sila. Okay, so what were you doing before you migrated to Australia? Were you working already or a student?
No, I was a student po sa St. Paul, Manila for 3 weeks. So in introduction to college life. And then our petition papers came in. So we quickly moved to Australia po. After that.
Great. That's great. So it was like a whole family, huh?
Yes.
Exported to Australia from the Philippines.
Yes.
And that was because of your father or your mother?
Mother side ko po. Mother side ko po yung nagpetition sa amin.
All right. Okay. So just quickly, what does your parents do? What their occupations?
They both work po at a factory here.
Okay.
My dad used sa chemical factory po, while my mom is sa post office po.
Oh, great! That's great. The very stable and very good jobs for
Yes.
migrant families here in Australia. But
But
anyway,
definitely very different po because my mom was a assistant vice president in Planters Bank in the Philippines. So can you
oh,
imagine po that she had to give up
all the
that
culture
life?
shock. Hmm.
Yeah, she had to give up that beautiful, very safe life and the extravagant life in the Philippines for us to move here, and so
That's
she
right.
can provide a better future for us.
But you can tell your mom, definitely her decision wasn't wrong. He made the right
Uh,
decision, made the
she
right
knows.
call, despite of any challenges, any sacrifices that she has endured, and
Yes, that's
take it
very correct
take
naman po.
take it from the older migrants. I can tell you that.
Yes, she
Mm,
knows naman po, and she's very thankful and blessed that we're all here, and
exactly.
especially we're happy and healthy here.
Uh, and you're the oldest, I suppose, or not?
I've got po an older brother, 5 years older po.
Oh, okay. That's right. How many were you in the family? Three.
Just two kids.
Just two siblings. Okay. Anyway, now let's go to the most interesting part of why you're here this afternoon, and that's because of the growing food movement in Melbourne, as what the Philippine Times is called. Is there is a growing food culture, Filipino food culture in Melbourne
Filipino
at the
food.
moment, with all these food venues, with all this homemade venue. But you made it one step further by opening a real food venue where you offer Filipino foods with a difference. Huh? I call
Yes
it
po.
food, Filipino food with a difference. I will share later to our listeners and viewers what the difference I'm talking about. So, but anyway, when did you come up with the concept of a Filipino food venue, and how long did you spend in planning?
A couple of years din po. Medyo
Wow.
matagal po. Just to perfect find the great location, perfect the menu, the whole setup, making sure financially we'll be able to afford it. Um, so medyo matagal din po. Mga 2 or 3 years po in the
Before
making.
before you jump into jump into the battle.
Yeah,
I can tell you that, that, it's a real at the moment food outlets in Australia, not only in Melbourne, are really facing a tough battle because of this pandemic, quarantine
that's
pandemic.
correct po.
And
Yeah.
you are one. When did you actually open the Chibog restaurant?
We opened po in February 20th, I
Wow,
believe. So exactly a month before the first lockdown.
wow.
So in the midst of COVID.
Okay. We'll talk about that later. Now, who's your main partner? Do you have a partner at all in this venture, in this enterprise?
Well, definitely my husband po, which is
Okay.
his name is Tuan
Some more.
Lee.
Hmm.
Yeah, and our head chef as well invested, so he does get a portion of Chibog's profits.
Okay.
His name po is Alex Yin.
Hmm. So more like a family business with a friend, a partner, or someone
Yes po.
something like that. Yeah, that's good. It's a great team if that's the case. Yeah, that answers my question. But is the head chef, is he someone related to the family, you or your hubby?
No
Uh,
po. Just a friend po that we've met a few times at parties, and we
mm,
just share the common love of Filipino food because he's been to the Philippines po multiple times, and he
okay.
stayed there for a while, so he knows the culture, he knows the flavor, and then eventually po, yun nga po, nag-gather po namin yung thoughts namin to open Chibog.
Okay. And the head chef, what's his background? If I missed what you've told me, And what's how much experience does he have in the food venue?
Yes. So he's worked in a lot of cafes and restaurant po for the past few years, but this is his first time being a head chef.
Wow! But obviously, so he's done a lot of cooking and having being a chef in other businesses, huh?
Correct po.
But he's not really a member of the family. He's just a good friend.
No, just a
Okay.
good friend po.
Okay. So while you were in lockdown, so obviously you have to survive. Did you completely close down, or you were offering takeaway food?
For the first lockdown po, we didn't do the takeaway because
Mhm.
we thought it would be a short lockdown, which it was. Tapos po, for the second lockdown, we just had to try to open and do takeaway. We did takeaway just for a few days, Thursday
Ah,
to Sunday,
mhm.
because we just don't know po kung gaano katagal yung second lockdown.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was good enough po to cover our costs for that span of
Okay.
time.
Okay. I say so. Obviously, you use one of these food delivery apps for your delivery, or you did it yourself?
Actually, hindi po kasi po yung Uber Eats and Menulog, they take 35% of your
Wow!
order. So I know po, so it's definitely a daylight robbery as what you call it.
Ouch!
So
Mm.
we
Don't worry,
refuse.
they're not listening to this program.
Well, there actually a lot of issues there now.
I
A lot
know,
of
I know.
companies and businesses are complaining because we're in
Yeah,
the midst of a pandemic. How come you're
yeah,
taking most of the profit? So for us,
yeah,
especially for a new business, we can't afford to do that po. So we
yeah,
just had
exactly.
to pick up at that time.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you told your customer just come around and pick it
Yes
up,
po.
and
Yes.
obviously,
And
yeah,
And
Filipinos will be happy
definitely
with
po,
that.
the locals, kasi po meron din pong 5 kilometer
At that
na
time, yeah,
restrictions.
this
So medyo
restriction.
mahirap din po. But definitely the locals in West Footscray supported us. So
Uh-huh,
I'm
I
very
see. That's
thankful po.
right. That's right. That's right. Oh, that's good. I should have been. No, I was actually in the Philippines in February when you opened. So, sayang, I missed that one. And we came back actually just 1 week before the March lockdown.
Lockdown. Lucky po, hindi po kayo na-stuck
Lucky, oh, we don't have to
sa
spend
Philippines
14 days, 14 days
for
in
quarantine.
isolation,
Yes po.
and I was there for a grand family reunion in Iloilo, or sorry, in Bacolod, and lucky we were able to do that just before the lockdown, and lucky we're also doing that every 2 years. So hopefully, in 2022,
Next year.
there won't be any more lockdown. Like we pray for that.
Hopefully po, we'll find
Yeah.
a vaccine soon.
But anyway, we also thanks someone out there that now Melbourne is back to, well, almost normal, except for some restrictions, and
Yes po.
people can dine into your in venue. So
Yes po.
what tell us about the restrictions at the moment? What does the
Well, we
government?
still need to social distance po, so we make sure our tables are separated for the right distancing. And what kind of sucks po is our venue is very small, so we only allowed to have 24 patrons at a time sitting down comfortably. But we do have a bar area po. See,
Uh
as
huh.
as you see the picture behind me, we do have a bar area if our patrons would like to sit there.
Oh, okay, okay, that's right, that's right. That's good. So obviously, did you say there still a limit on the number of people, or no more?
Wala naman pong limit kasi po, like I said po, maliit lang po yung place, pero we definitely social distance yung tables po to keep it
Yeah.
safe and comfortable. So 24 lang po talaga yung seating inside for the tables. Pero yung bar po available po siya for walk-in. And
Upper
luckily
walkway.
po, our council is gonna set up an outdoor seating for us.
Oh,
Pero
wow.
hindi pa po siya tapos, so hindi ko pa po ma-promote online.
Promote. Oh. So it means
Apo.
obviously that before any group or anybody any customers can't go into your venue, they'll have to make bookings.
Yes, definitely po. We definitely encourage bookings po. So we have booking online because I'd hate po to you drive all the way there tapos wala po kayong
Yeah,
table.
that's very, very, very frustrating. So,
Yes. So to
oh,
avoid your frustrations po and other
oh my
patrons, we have
God.
to book po. Apa.
So for those listening now, how much, in advance are you taking now? How much
Oh
booking
my
in
gosh.
advance, or are you
Uh,
full now, or the rest of?
we are definitely full for tonight and the rest of the week. So as much as possible po, as early as you can, because you can book months in advance. Online booking is there for you to see
Oh,
availabilities po of seating times and how many people. So
that's
it's very
right.
user friendly po.
Okay. Also, did you say fully booked up to next week? So the week after, that sounds
Um,
still good.
I'm not too sure po. I don't want to check.
But because
Pero
as mentioned to you earlier, we're actually thinking of having our business council
apa.
end of the year lunch or maybe dinner. It's not too many people. It's probably seven or eight people.
Apo.
So
Well, I
I'll
definitely encourage Tito to make a booking because sometimes people call me and said, "Oh, how come I can't book?" Kasi nga po, it's 24 seats lang. May so
see.
pag may nag-book na po ng tatlong grupo na let's say 8,
That's it.
so
Walo,
puno
puno
na po
na.
agad.
Yeah, of course, of
Yes.
course.
Yes
That's
po.
okay. That's good. That's good. So it's all computerized, huh? The
Apo.
system works out how many people can sit. Huh?
Yes. Very
Oh
smart
wow,
po. Very smart
very
online booking.
very smart talaga. The way to go. The way to go at the moment.
Yes
So
po.
kagaya nga nitong mga broadcasting natin, it's all online at the moment. So the online media is taking everything by storm. Hindi na po pwede yung mga
Mm.
pupunta ka sa studio or sa radio station studio. And
Yeah. We have to keep up with the times, that's all.
yeah, I love it. Actually, I love it because yeah, I've been doing a lot of broadcasting on-site broadcasting in the past, and just the traveling, going to the broadcasting studio is very stressful. You know, and then considering that you're not being paid, it's all pro bono.
Aba.
Anyway,
Pero may advantages naman po for you.
that's right. Anyway, as I show the photos, let's have a little bit of chit chat about what these are. You know, like I'd like to share with them. Okay, your very cool photo in there, Janine.
Aba.
So yan po si Janine in her
In my
uniform.
apron. In my apron
Uniform.
po.
I like that. I like that uniform na parang apron with the
Aba.
Chibog. Oo. And looking from that angle, it looks like ang galing ng restaurant, ng bar area
Yes,
mo.
aba. Yes, my
Definitely look,
husband definitely insisted po na magkaroon po kami ng bar for,
yeah.
for drinks and, pika-pika po ng food.
At saka, that's especially good for the non-Filipinos.
Yes
The
po.
the OCs, yeah,
Yes
the
po.
cool crowd, the OCs that they'll sit there. They don't want to eat really; they just want to drink, And
Yeah, so meron po kayong mga chicharon, pork sisig.
okay, and you do have a bartender like Tom Cruise, yung
I've seen that movie
nag-exhibition.
po. Actually, meron po kaming Filipino na bartender na marunong mag-flare.
Wow, would like to
Apo.
see that. Oh. I think I've seen a video of that guy.
Apo, his name is Pipoy.
Yeah, that's right.
Apo.
Okay, so let's go to as I've mentioned earlier, nagkaroon ng tawag dito, movement ng sinasabi nga kanina. Yan. Na-feature kayo sa Philippine Times
Yes po.
at some stage. Was there earlier on?
Yes
Your
po,
opening?
that's definitely way before the lockdown. That's when we just opened po.
Okay. So it's saying that there is an ongoing a Filipino food movement in Victoria, which means that a lot of venues are coming up, and also those homemade specialties. I'm sure you know who I'm talking to. There you got
Apo,
sorbetes, you got
Cariton Sorbetes.
piayas,
That's it.
and Napoleones from Bacolod, my favorite, and what have you, barbecue, things like that.
Apo.
So
Because there's a demand there po. So dapat naman po talaga we have to provide for the Filipino communities and other cultures po.
other culture, but you know what? Filipinos has the I think one of the most versatile cooking, if not very versatile. I wouldn't compare it to the Chinese cooking dahil mas marami silang mga variety. But sa atin kasi, for every region, every province, iba-iba ang style ng pagluluto. For example,
That,
iba yung take the dinuguan, for example, the humble dinuguan. Iba ang luto sa Pampanga, iba ang
yes po,
luto
of
sa
course.
Pampanga is medyo maputla. Alam ko, maputla ang dinuguan. Sa Bicol naman, ang dinuguan I think nilalagyan ng sili, sangkaterbang sili at may gata.
Yes po. Well, we
Sabi
should
ko,
expect that po kasi we have 1,700 islands, so we're bound to have
yeah,
different flavors and
I
different
know.
versions of our dishes po.
Exactly. We celebrate our cultural differences. So, before nauso yung multiculturalism dito sa Australia, the Filipinos were already very multicultural. As always, I always say that Filipinos are very varied, multicultural, and what only unites us is our, of course, religion and our education. Yan. Nako, one of our favorites yan, yung halo-halo.
Ano po
Uh,
yan? That's an ube colada po.
Obi colada, that's not halo-halo.
So parang version po yan ng piña colada pero ube po, with ube.
Wow.
Yeah. And you can get that po as a mocktail as well as a cocktail.
I'm sure my boss would love it. Would love that. I've shown her your picture and said, "When are we going there?" And I said, "Look, just the right timing." Okay, so now what about these? What are these?
Oh, that's crinkles po. We did that for takeaway, but we no longer sell it po.
Okay.
These are
Parang ano yan?
chocolate crinkles. Parang po
Silya.
siyang chocolate na cookies and brownies na soft and sweet.
Okay, yeah. I think you had a very scary name for this menu. Yung,
No,
sinful
sinful and delicious alligator rice po.
alligator rice.
Yes. Alam niyo po yung pagbukas niyo ng crab, yung creamy bits na orange.
Of course, yeah.
Yun. Yes,
So
yun po.
you have to really get fresh crabs to get the alligator, or
No, we import po the crab
okay,
paste
yeah,
from the
fantastic.
Philippines.
Yes, I know. So napakasarap niyang alligator na yan, no?
Ay,
Pero
sobrang sarap po niyan with crispy pata. Pero once
yeah,
once in a while lang po, hindi po pwedeng araw-araw.
and pwede yan. May bacon pa yata at saka
Ay, hindi
bacon
po.
at
Ano po yan?
chorizo.
It has eggs and onions
Oh,
and
wow.
alige and garlic. Para po siyang fried rice pero with
Oh,
crab fat po.
yes, I know. And it's that alligator rice, and of course, that's your interior. Very nice lighting, huh? So it
Thank you
must have
po.
cost
We def-
you a lot in the electrician who created
yes
this.
po. We definitely invested po on our interior because that's the first thing that the customer is gonna see when they walk in. So definitely po, may budget po talaga kami for the
Budget.
interior.
Yeah,
Yes.
now, why actually did you came up? How did you came up with the name Chibog or Chibog?
Well, definitely po kasi growing up as my age, ang slang po namin is chibog, yung, oy, chiboga na, it's chibog time.
Uy,
So, time to eat.
naabutan ko
Pero,
yan. Naabutan ko yung slang na yan.
opo.
Naabutan ko.
Well, kasi po yung husband ko, hindi po siya Pilipino. So, I made him choose the word na, something na nag-roll off his tongue. Yung something na madaling sabihin and madaling i-remember kung hindi ka Pilipino.
Okay. Oh,
So,
what's the background of your husband?
Vietnamese po. Vietnamese.
Oh, wow. Oh, well,
Opo.
then definitely, it's what you call. They can relate to the Filipino culture.
Yes
Very.
po. Very, may similarities din po yung food sometimes.
Okay.
Opo.
What
So,
what's
he
his?
helped me choose Chibog po.
Is
Ganun.
he also in the food business? It is not doing the restaurant. What's his
No,
daytime job?
ano po siya, he's been a business banker for a very long time. That's why po natulungan niya akong i-set up yung Chibog kasi he would give me financial advice and what to do kasi nga po, he's been in the business banking for a very long time.
Okay, don't mention the name of the bank.
Aba,
Hindi naman sila hindi naman nila tayo bibigyan ng
commission.
sponsorship. Okay, definitely. So, what's his first name?
Tuan Lee.
Oh, it's Tran. Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, I'm looking forward to meet Tran. And this one is your sisig.
Pork sisig po.
Oh, wow. Look at that, with the lemon and everything. So, talagang ginugutom na ako. Gusto ko nang madaliin tong interview natin at maglalunch na ako. So, yan, that is your crispy pata there in the middle. Huh?
Yes po.
Okay. So, obviously, your kare-kare. What's that? What's that violet thing? Flowers? Is that edible?
Yes po. We put like a little bit flowers here and there po for, decoration po. Pero definitely everything that you see on the plate is edible.
Wow. What kind of flower is that?
I
Na
forgot
pwede-
po the name pero definitely edible po. It actually doesn't taste like anything if you try to eat it.
Oh, just
It's mostly for decoration lang.
for aesthetic, for
Yes, that's
visually
correct.
aesthetic lang. Oh,
Which
pero
is
very attractive.
everyone loves it kasi nga po they can take photos, put it on Instagram, put it on Facebook, but it definitely adds, a little prettiness and finesse on your dish.
Kaya nga sinasabi ko kanina, it's taking the Filipino food to the next level. To the next level. That
Yes.
Filipino food with a difference. Okay, so hopefully, palagay ko maganda yan kung ilalagay dyan sa ibabaw ng dinuguan.
Pwede po. Para may konting color po yung dinugan.
Wow, and you've got Red Horse
Red
beer.
Horse. Apo, meron kaming Red Horse po, San Miguel Light and San Miguel Pale Pilsen po.
Ako, so kailangan talaga dyan, pag pumunta dyan, hindi ka magdadrive para,
Opo,
para
kasi po meron din po kami mga signature cocktails that you can only get sa Chibog. So definitely po, don't drive.
Yeah, of course, the Android. So that's great. There you go, Red Horse, regular San Miguel and San Miguelite. It's going to be popular with a lot of Australians. You know why?
Opo, they definitely
Yeah.
try the Filipino beers.
Yeah. Okay. Tapos you have that. What's this one? Janine?
Kinilaw po, that's our version of kinilaw.
So is that tangige or Spanish
Ah.
mackerel?
Tuna po, fresh tuna.
Tuna. Wow. Oh, and then you have that yellow flowers too, huh?
That's my favorite dish po out of all the menu, sa buong menu po kasi it's very fresh, very
Oh,
refreshing.
Tell me, I'm a sucker for raw foods, Japanese
Yes,
food.
apo.
Okay. And that
Because
white,
our head chef Alex po, he worked at a Japanese restaurant, so meron po siyang tweak ng may flavors po siya ng Japanese.
wow. So
But still
he
very
knows the
Filipino, yes.
Yep. So hinalo niya yung Japanese style of
Yes po.
cooking Filipino food. Okay, and obviously that white sauce is coconut milk.
Yes po, definitely. Coconut
Wow.
milk
Okay.
and vinegar din po.
This one looks interesting. Meron
Yes,
pang
that's
meat.
one of our cocktails po, signature cocktails, which is the calamansi smash. So we make sure we import po our calamansi concentrate from the Philippines.
Wow. Sa
Yeah.
Philippines galing yung calamansi.
Yes po. Hindi
goodness,
po siya yung bottle na calamansi, pero yung calamansi concentrate po na from the Philippines.
Oh, I see. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, but iba ba yung taste ng local kumquats? Marami namang kumquats dito, di ba?
Actually po, ang kumquat is different from calamansi. A lot of people get confused. Pero ang calamansi po talaga is more citrusy.
I see. Oh, I
Opo.
see. Oh, at saka sa atin ang calamansi is really smaller
Opo, opo.
and greener sa atin.
Yeah.
Dito
Kumquat po
sa
is from Vietnam, while ang calamansi po talaga originated from the Philippines.
Filipino.
Yes.
Oh, thank you very much for the information. So, yes, you learn something every day, huh?
That's
Ano pa
correct
ba?
po.
Okay. Yung crispy, yung yung kare-kare. That's
Kare-kare
right.
po. Yes. Our kare-kare po is very creamy, on the creamy side.
Okay. Are you planning by any chance? Are you planning to have these boodle fight or not really at this stage?
Not really po at this stage because one, due to COVID po, like you don't
Yeah,
really want to share your food. Or you can
yeah.
with gloves, so I really don't mind. But for
Don't
us
mind.
kasi po, ang goal po talaga namin sa Chibog is to introduce dishes here
Yeah.
and there po from other regions. So
Okay.
yung boodle fight po kasi kailangan din po ng grill. Unfortunately, we don't have a really big kitchen with a grill.
Okay.
So it might
With
go
with
smoke.
yeah, with due respect sa mga other venues who are offering boodle fight, I think it is only good if all participants are Filipinos, diba? Because of the culture. But
Apo, apo.
if you invite non-Filipinos, I mean, especially Europeans, they wouldn't show really their discomfort in
Actually,
participating in
Tito,
boodle fight. But
actually, I still support Boodle Fight kasi po, it's very enjoyable experience. Ang
mhm.
proper way naman po kasi ng pagkain ng Boodle is everything in the middle. When you're ready, you have to put it on your side. Para hindi na po kayo babalik. So, yun lang po yung trick. Parang one
Yeah.
touch go lang po. Touch
That
go.
guy, what you touch, you take. What you touch, you take.
Yes.
No
And
double dip, no double
yes,
dipping.
exactly po.
That's
So,
right.
doable pa rin
Yeah.
po talaga yung boodle. Very enjoyable pa rin po. We just
That's
have to, be more careful lang po when it comes to
right.
touching food.
So in that case, kailangan meron pang training session muna bago mag-start ang boodle pa. But anyway, let's move on. Now, with your obviously you are a licensed venue. Do you actually advertise if you have any, or do you have any plans of having a happy hour with some form of entertainment like band or singing
Happy
at this point?
hour. I think happy hour po is in the books because we have actually po meron po kaming tap beer from Two Birds, which is near our area. So we have to support. We support local beer companies. Pero
Yeah,
yung when it comes to entertainment po, we really don't have the room.
that's
So
right.
even if we do want, acoustic there,
Yeah.
yung mga bands na Filipino, unfortunately, we don't have the room. At hindi rin po kami allowed by the council to play music
Oh,
na too
yeah,
loud.
that's right. That's
Because
right.
we have a neighbor po, residential area next
Oh,
door.
I see. I see. Okay.
Meron pong residential next door.
Anyway, that really ensures that your venue is something that people can hang out and talk seriously, any kind
We
of
do.
business
We we
quietly.
we play music po, but only to a specific decibel, just to
Oh,
follow
yeah,
the rules of the council.
that's right. That's right. So
Pero
not
these
invite.
these things po, we take note for the next venue. So now we know for the next venue,
Yes, that's
we
right.
make sure it's bigger, better. We can play music and entertainment.
I know, Janine. I know. So, no karaoke, mga BFFs, Dabber Cats, and kababayan, at sa barangay, wala po munang karaoke sa
Opo,
Cebu.
wala po muna.
Really just enjoy the food and the drinks. All right,
Yes po.
final message, Janine. Talagang napasarap yung kwentuhan natin. Invite your friends, not only your friends, invite everyone, the kabarangays and the BFFs in Melbourne, and even in country areas. If they want, they can go out to Melbourne.
Opo, we have a
Right.
customer all the way
Yeah.
from Ballarat po the other day and sobrang happy
Uh,
naman po ako na
okay.
worth the drive daw po yung food.
Okay. So invite them, Janine, and yeah.
Sige po, mga fellow Filipinos po, I invite you to come and visit Chibog sa 553 Barclay Street, West Footscray. We are just an up-and-coming Filipino restaurant / bar. So I'm asking po for your support to, to make sure that we support each other and, how do I say this?
And taste your food,
Taste our food, opo, para, it's something different po. So maybe for other people it's the same, but sometimes, may mga tweak po kami here and there, like Filipino food served in a pretty plate or a pretty location. Alam ko it's still the same food, pero sometimes it's just nice to go out and experience something different naman po for us. And bring your friends, bring your non-Filipino friends to try Filipino food po.
All right. So that's Chibog restaurant, mga Dabarkads. Okay, they were featured in the Philippine Times. So
We were
obviously
featured in Broadsheet din po.
in Broadsheet. Which one? Which newspaper was that?
Broadsheet po siya, it's digital.
Oh, right. Okay.
And we will be featured in Herald Sun din po. They just called. So
Okay.
very exciting po.
That's great. That's great. So and you're also registered at the moment with one of those mga online reviews like Spoon and things like that. What's that? Urban Spoon or something like that.
We're there naman po. And Google reviews din po.
Okay.
So I just want to say thank you po sa lahat ng nagte-take ng time to give us feedback and reviews on Google. And we're very happy to read na everyone's feedback is so far so good naman po.
Okay, mga Dabarkads, ang kababayan, that's Janine Barican Lee, the owner of the very trendy, I would say very trendy Chibog restaurant, Chibog food venue in Barclay Street in Footscray. So hanapin niyo lang po ang yan. They are everywhere in Google, in our Barkadahan sa Barangay,
Facebook and Instagram,
Facebook. So Chibog. So when they search it, it has to be all capital letters or lowercase.
No, hindi po. Pag tinype niyo po kami sa Google, you'll see Chibog po.
Sa Chibog. Okay.
Maybe to be safe, Chibog, Melbourne. Kasi po, I think may mga Chibog din po in California or the Philippines.
I know. There are some Chibog around that.
But only one Chibog in Victoria.
There's only one Chibog. I think in Australia. In Australia, Janine.
We made sure po we paid for the trademark.
No. At saka yung yung letter O, medyo, is that ay parang may Korean letter O yata yan or something?
Hindi po, hinighlight ko lang po talaga yung O.
Yung O.
But it's neon light po.
Oh, that's good. Okay, Janine, thank you very much. I know you're very ready to go and you have a few tasks to do before 4:30 opening time. Thank you. No problem. It's a pleasure, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks, Tito. Take care. I hope to see you at Chibog. Bye.